All right. Hello, hello. I am, that's just my alarm. I am Shantae with Completely Crafty by Shantae. Just want to welcome you to my live. I'm just going to make sure that all of my, oh, there I am. Oh, that wasn't me. Let's see if I can get, yep, here I am. Perfect. All right. So my husband said he needed a new wreath for his door because he currently still has his spring one up and he wanted a new one for summer. So I asked him if he was okay with um, doing a patriotic one. And so he said yes. So I picked up this sign, although I could have made it, but I ran out of ink. So this is what we have. It says red, white, and boom. So we're going to work on that. Let me just check. Kids. All right, there we go. All right. So I have an open. So I'm using a Dollar Tree work form. And I started it already. So I'm just going to finish putting my pipe cleaners on. If you're out there, come on in and say hello. I tried to get my husband to come down. I said, you know, I am making a wreath for you. Why don't you come downstairs and hang out with me? Now all of a sudden he's camera shy. Oh, let me change my view. Just a sec. Hey, Rudella. How are you? Hey, Theodora. So I've already cut my my mesh. So I had to piece my mesh together because I had 2 unfinished rolls of this mesh. And I was like, uh-oh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. And I did not. So I think 3 pieces I had to cut just plain red. And I figured I would just put the sign over top of that. Nobody would ever know. All right, so we are done with making the base. And I'm just going to do my standard, easy. My husband doesn't necessarily like anything fancy, not too poofy, but, you know, he still wants it to be full, so. I am doing well, thank you. He's funny. He's quick to, you know, ask for a wreath and then give it away. I was like, no, sir. No, sir. Unless you're paying for it, do not be giving away your stuff. My friend Rachel probably won't be on. She was having internet issues at her house, so she didn't have her live last night. I was looking to see if I had my apron, but I think I must have left it in the other room. Has anyone else's allergy been acting up? Oh my goodness. So hopefully I don't go into a sneezing fit while I'm on the air. My nose is starting to itch. I had to work at the boutique this weekend, and one of the other we don't call each other vendors, we call each other founders because the name of the boutique. So one of the other founders, she does crochet, but she was making boho wall art. So she had a class at the boutique this past week. It was pretty nice. So if you're in the local area, if you're in Maryland or West Virginia or Pennsylvania and you want something to do, the boutique does offer classes. I will be offering a class next month. And I'll show you I made the sign myself, and I did a mock-up wreath so that they can advertise. Hey, Miss Rachel, I didn't think you would be on. So she was telling me about some other craft shows that she has participated in. So I did apply to one of them. And so hopefully I'll hear something back by next month. For those of you just joining us, my husband asked for a wreath for his office door. So we are going to make, this was the sign that he picked out. He picked it out himself. So this is what we are going to do tonight. We went to the store to get some rolls, and the Dollar Tree is next door. So, of course, I had to pop in to see what they have. I've been looking for the foam so that I can add to my centerpieces, but I feel like so far none of the stores have them, so I might have to order online. But I'm getting excited. Although summer isn't here yet, I love decorating for fall and Christmas, so I am prepping for that. I just got a supply, some supplies came in. Okay, thank you, Miss Rachel. I just got some supplies in from Sims. So we'll see. I only ordered mesh. I didn't order any attachments or anything like that. I just wanted to see how much mesh I needed, or how much I can make with what I just ordered. And then I need to get to Hobby Lobby. I was going to go last Saturday when I was working at the boutique, but it started to rain. So I said if it wasn't raining when I got off, I would go, but it was raining, so I saved myself some money. All right, so I finished the outer. So now we're going to deal with the inner. Hey, Carolyn, welcome. The weather has been so nice these last few days. My goal is tomorrow is to get up and me and my little doggy take a nice walk before the hubby goes to work. I just got a request to show a house on Friday, so that's good. Hi, Leanne. Welcome. Does anyone else decorate for either Memorial Day or Independence Day or Juneteenth? I just feel like it just seems like time is just going by so quick. Oh my goodness, Rachel, that's what I did when I went to the retreat in March. I didn't buy much mesh. I bought mainly greenery so that I could have filler too. For me, I like to see it because like even some of the things that I saw in the store I passed on because they didn't look like I could use them. And then some of the projects that we did with Lori, they were nice. And I was thinking, see, now I wish I had bought them. All right, see how I said that I had 2 half rolls of the striped one. And so now I'm using just this plain red because I did not have enough. And I'm going to hide it with the sign. So I should be okay. And it's for my husband. I wouldn't sell it like this, but it's for my husband. If it's for my house or something like that, I don't mind, but and he's not going to notice. Hey, Vicky. Come on in and say hello. Uh-oh. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Is that all? Oh. Well, that's it. I feel like, yep, that's it. All right, so I'm going to add the ribbon. And so what I decided to do is just to use, he liked this ribbon here with the burst of like fireworks. And I'm just going to alternate. Hopefully you can see it and the light isn't glaring. I'm just going to alternate. Solids. I have red, white, and blue. And he picked it out. He picked out his colors. I gave him options and he picked. Thank you, Coach C. We are working on a wreath for my hubby's door. I meant to turn my fan on because I'm in the basement and it's really cool right now. And normally, and that's why I have my sweater on because I'm cool. But I have these lights on. And starting to get a little warm. I have to pay attention because I'm afraid that I'm going to get to gabbing and mess up the colors. Does anyone have any plans for the holiday weekend? I invited my sister-in-law and her hubby over, but I told my husband that I wanted to check out. There is a boutique that I am interested in putting my wreaths in. They just opened up a second location, and so I want to check them out. Oh, the weather. We've not had any rain, which I think is the reason why my allergies are acting up. So my eyes, oh my goodness, have been itchy. Christine, so true, so true. I remember. I remember the days. It's okay. Are you going somewhere or are you having people over here? Do I have to cook or do I have to drop you off somewhere? And how many of them? How many is coming? There have been lots of graduations. I don't know if my cousin is still watching, but she and her daughter just graduated. She with her master's and her daughter with her bachelor's, so that's awesome. What are you doing, Miss Sherry? I think I'm going to use Monday, though, as a planning day for the month of, I was going to say March, for the month of June. Oh, nice, Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel, are they in the same town as you, or do they live, far away? For those of you on Facebook, I am not making up Miss Rachel. She's on YouTube. So I'm having a conversation over there too. Oh, but that's good that she's making friends. My son really didn't like people to mess up his things, and so he was very selective as to who came over. Absolutely. But then when they become, you know, adults, then, they still want to hang out with you again. I was so surprised when my son went off to college how, he was quick to say, Mom, are you coming up for the weekend? We're doing this. I was like, of course, I'll come. And even now, we always go to sporting events together because we are a sports family. We love all things sports. Oh my, you definitely will be busy. Okay, an hour waste. That's not too bad. All right, we're almost done the bottom. I was watching one of the other coaches today. I didn't watch the live. I just saw the. I really don't have time to sit for an hour, so I look to see what they're making, and I speed through most times. Um, but he made a nice wall wreath, like using uh, what do you call it? It was a board, cheese board. I was like, oh my goodness, brain fart. And I thought that's a great idea, something different. I was like, I think I could do that. That's what I love about, the groups I'm in. They coaches give great ideas on diversifying your portfolio and also stretching because you know wall decor doesn't just have to be a wreath. So, and I'm definitely looking for different things to catch people's eye in my booth. So, I hope I can find. I made cornucopias last year, centerpieces, and I love them. I'm hoping I could. I didn't catch any on clearance at the end of the season last year, but I'm hoping I can find some to make for this year. All right, this is the last one for the bottom. have been working on my Etsy. Me too. Me too. I'm debating if I want to wait till Sunday because I also want to check out the farmers market that that is part of the farmers market that I already participate in. They just opened up a new one, so I wanted to see if I should try to get into that one as well. Hey Vince, welcome. It's so cool. The founder at the boutique that I was in, she's originally from Virginia, but she's moved up this way, and we were talking about different places, and she's also in the same farmers market, but because of what she makes, she only does them in the fall because she does like knit hats and things like that, and in the summer, you know, people aren't really buying knitted hats. But I was telling her how well the crochet stuffed animals do, because I was by this lady at the farmers market at the beginning of the month, and I don't know how many little girls I saw walk away with the stuffed animal. Or she also made you could make your own bouquet of flowers with she had crocheted like sunflowers and daisies and roses, so you could do one single flower or you could make a full bouquet, and I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, I have some new wreaths that I have done, but I haven't posted, so I need to get them posted. Not posted, listed. And then figure out the campaign, you know, whether or not when to do the reel, when to do a post, all the things. But from my mentor class with Coach Christine, I am finding that what I plan to do is I'm just going to, for the month of, I don't know why I want to keep saying March, for the month of June, I'm just going to focus on one thing, and continue to do that for the whole month of June, and then add to it. And for me, I'm going to work on Pinterest because that helps drives, you know, business to my Etsy shop. So that is my goal for June. I had a friend whose son played with on my husband's AAU team years ago. When he went off to college 2 years ago, his mom asked me to make a wreath the color of his new, it's a good goal, Sherry. Maybe we can be each other's accountability partner. She wanted me to make a wreath with his new school colors, and so I made that. And so she sends me a text on Sunday saying, the youngest one is graduating and I don't have a wreath. Can you make a wreath? Or do you have this color? I was like, the only thing I had was, you know, a golf one. And I said, well, let me see if I can make another one. I didn't have enough ribbon, so I was able to alternate and make one. But I had designed the sign. I finally got it to fit. in the area I needed to make the sign. I go to print, and I don't have any ink. I said, I just don't understand. First, I didn't have enough ribbon. Then the sign wouldn't size correctly. Then I got that straight. And then when I go to print, no ink. Okay, Sherry, then let's make it happen. Of course, the ink came today, but I wanted to make sure that she had it by Friday, so I dropped it off to her today because I knew I was going to have I was supposed to have a class tonight, and then I knew I had my live, and I would not have time to do everything I needed. So I said, rather be safe than sorry, let her make sure she gets it. All right, so we have our base. So we're going to add, I'm going to take this off, and I think I have some stars. I'll place a star to cover that hole, but I'll do that later. And I just used some cable ties for the back, and I think I'm going to put it on this side. Thank you, Miss Rachel. I hope they don't come up. I normally put glue on it, but I didn't do that because I figured he was going to have it indoors. It wouldn't be near the sun, so I feel like we should be okay. So I didn't. Oh, see, wait a minute. Get the red so we can cover. He'll enjoy this. Glad he'll be able to take it to work with him tomorrow. Coach C, I have my everyday things to do digital, but I still have my paper for some things too. Because I need to be able to check things off. So I make my lists on my digital planner, but I have like separate things, like specific things that I have written down. And I'm already thinking about next year. I feel like I bought this little planner, and for me, it's just too small. So I won't use the, like, I think it's the 11 by 4. I won't do big. I'll have to try to find a middle ground. All right, this sign looks cute on here. All right, so let's make a bow. And because I wanted to use every little piece of my mesh, this was the last bit, but it wasn't long enough for me to use as one of the base. So I'm going to use it as some filler for my bow to help it sit up a little bit. I'm not going to make like a big bow because I'm finding Miss Rachel's makes some cute bows, but my ears be floppy and I don't like that. So I need to figure out. Hey, Mary. You are not late. You're just in time. We are working on a wreath for my hubby. I appreciate you coming on, Miss Mary. So it doesn't matter what time you make it. And now I do things backwards. I like to cut the tips off because I feel like these are not going to be as, they're not as long, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's try to get my little ears together. I had to I was trying to get some order to my craft room, so I put all the solids on one side and all the print colors on another, just so that I could get my sanity, because I'm trying to match up things and I couldn't find any. And I'm thinking, I noticed that because I didn't realize that I already had a particular ribbon, I have 2 and sometimes 3 of the same ribbon because it was hidden. So that's my fault. But I'll do better. Although, I just feel like, at least my taste hasn't changed. I'm thinking, it catches my eye, so I get it. Alright, and then I'm just going to do 1 center loop just to bring out the bursts of fireworks. I'm not going to make a long one. Just getting my zip tie. And need to get my pipe cleaner. Almost went too deep. Which I have been known to do. Then I snap it and then have to right, so now I'm just going to add my bow. Not pulling it too tight so my bow doesn't get sucked in. All right, so now I just need to do some trimming. I remember when I first started, I knew which way to cut, but I would always cut the wrong way, and I'm like, Lord. And even I would do it twice. I'm thinking, I know that's not the right way. Oh, for sure, yes. I will see you tomorrow on our call. But we can connect before then if you like to. All right. This white one is a little too long. All right. We are done. I'm going to change my view. Thank you, Miss Rachel. So here we have it. I'm sure my hubby will love it. I'll know by his response whether he's like, ah. If he uses his words, then I know he likes it. If he's making sounds, it's debatable. So, all right, guys. We are all done. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you. Oh, I will not be on next Wednesday. I have an event that I have to attend. So I will not be live unless the weather is bad and it's canceled. Then I will do something. But so far, I think the weather is going to be fine. So I will have to miss next week. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks unless I sneak in a bonus live. But you guys enjoy your holiday. Everyone be safe, and I will see you soon.